Recording in progress.
Well, Ty had said pregame that you didn't have to come back 7 games left in the season, that you could have shut it down. Was there ever a point in the last 3 months where you thought that might be a possibility, or were you pretty committed to, you thought this could happen before the regular season ends?
No, I was always optimistic that I could come back and play. I mean, just my history coming down to playoffs. I've always played through some sort of injury. So I just didn't know how bad it was going to be or how much time it was going to take. But I just kept the guys encouraged to keep going and stay in it because at some point I will return.
I know this is one game and I'm asking you to take the long view, but what do you think your return could do to kind of boost this team's postseason potential?
I mean, hopefully it just raises the intensity, give the team a boost of morale, fresh energy. But, let the guys believe we really got a fighting chance.
Paul, when you came back, you played 2 games. You told us you took a bit of a bump in that Spurs game, played the Kings game, and then just, I guess, what happened, what were you feeling after that led you to, get the MRI and all that? And I guess, what was it like going through those months of just rest, not knowing what would happen?
Yeah. I mean, when I was feeling it in December, it was, it was just painful. It was painful. I felt I couldn't do the stuff that I needed to do. Shooting was never the issue. I could shoot and be a catch and shoot player for us, but to be a playmaker, to be, ball handler, I felt I would have been really limited just because of the pain. So, it took us to a point where, we kept getting MRIs to see if it would heal. Based off what the doctors was telling us, time was on our side, and really there's a chance of it healing with no surgery. So we erred on that side, and it paid off.
Ty said before the game that we all know this is not going to be like an easy game for Paul George to get into. 34 on 10 of 20, and a minutes limit seemed pretty easy for you out there. Like, how did you feel out there in your first game back?
Felt good. I mean, but honestly, I was well prepared coming into tonight. I shouted out the guys that was working with me through, when those guys were playing games and those guys was on the road. I was at Honey Training Center grinding, trying to get back and get back healthy and get in shape. And, the crew that was there to work with me really pushed me. And one person I didn't shout out was B. Shaw. B. Shaw really whipped me into shape. And so, it just got me prepared to play.
First, who you got on FaceTime? Who you got on FaceTime?
My girl and my kids.
How
my
much?
Fiance, sorry, honey.
Yeah, like when you talk about, you've had a lengthy injury layoff before. Arguably more serious injury, obviously, with the leg, the shoulder, before you even made your debut. How did those layoffs kind of help you mentally with this one, and what does this one mean to you to come back this time?
Yeah, I mean, I just know what it takes. I know what it takes, the dedication, the commitment. It's more than just on the court, it's off the court. And so, I've been here before, so I know how to attack a rehab. And it's really just putting one day, and attacking one day at a time. And that was the best thing I could do, just take it one day at a time. Just keep depositing, good days after good days. Making sure I'm eating clean, eating the right stuff, staying healthy on that, and just working my butt off in the gym.
Just a quick follow. I mean, you've seen this team from afar make these comebacks, especially in January when you were that first month that you was out. What did you take from those comebacks, and what was it like to? I know you get annoyed by these comebacks sometimes, but to be a part of this one, like, what did you take from that?
Yeah, I mean, it's simple. It's simple. When a team plays harder than us, it shows, and we get ourselves in a hole. And it's just across the board. We don't shoot the ball well. We don't defend well. We don't rebound well. We're late on 50-50 balls. We're not getting our hands on balls. It's just the list goes on when we don't bring any energy and effort. But when we do, where the other team looks, how we looked in the first half. So the game completely changes, and we give ourselves a chance. I think just the thing we got to address is just to always come out with energy, start the game with energy, start the game with effort, and our intensity has to be there. I told the guys we didn't look like a playoff team right now, and so I think down the stretch, that's what we got to start shaping into.
You mentioned B. Shaw. Like, what was he having you do?
A ton of running, unnecessary running, but it paid off.
You say unnecessary?
Yeah.
How much is a ton? Like, you running a marathon here? Like,
I mean, you know, I felt I was more of a track player than a basketball player at some point. But, you know, it paid off. I trusted him. You know, he got me prepared. There's nothing bad I can say about the preparation.
Did you feel like you had your legs then today? It looked like
in the beginning I didn't.
No.
I didn't. Legs were a little heavy. I felt it on some of those layups. But you know, after the second win and everything settled, got the jitters out. Everything came back, and you know, I felt fresh. I felt really good.
Well, thanks to the girls and the family for sharing you with us again.
What's that?
So thanks to the girls and the family for sharing you with us again.
Oh yeah, they say thank you.
Hey, Paul, how did it feel both mentally and emotionally to go through what you've been going through since December? And then how did it feel to have the type of performance that you just had tonight?
Yeah, I mean, it was tough. You know, it was tough because I know how that goes when, you know, your best player goes down just for the locker room and guys. It's a lot on their shoulders. It was a lot on Mook's shoulder. It was a lot on Reggie's shoulders, Nico, Zoo. You know, it's a lot of weight on their shoulders when your player goes down and you don't know when he's coming back and how long he's going to be out. So every time I get hurt, that affects me more than anything. It's just the weight that I know other guys have to carry. And so, you know, that's really where the motivation and determination to come back comes from.
Paul, what's up? Welcome back. You said that time was on your side. Was surgery ever a serious possibility, though?
Yeah, it was. It was. Honestly, right after it happened, I was on the side of just getting surgery and getting over it and, you know, getting it done now. So, you know, I don't have to go into a summer rehabbing and, you know, healing and nursing an injury. I wanted to hit the ground running in the summertime. So, immediately I wanted to get surgery, but, you know, the doctor that dealt with this and saw this a lot in athletes, said that this injury heals, you know, that ligament will attach itself back to the bone and, I should be fine. Just give it some time. So, you know, thankfully, you know, we went that direction. I feel good and, you know, he was right.
34 points. Is your elbow, is it back like to normal? Is it stronger? I mean, it looked like also you definitely tested it when you had to try to catch that alley-oop, the one that you passed to Isaiah. I mean,
it's, you know, it's in the 90 percentile. You know, but it's still, this is still part of the progression. It'll get stronger. That ligament will get stronger with the stress put on it. So, but I feel good. It's no pain. There's, you know, nothing of that sort. It's just, you know, more so just, you know, the repetition of me shooting, strengthening that area, and kind of just, you know, getting at the elbow into playing shape pretty much. Because I did have some fatigue early on when I was shooting and cramping and muscle cramps in there. So I think it's more so just that muscle and my forearm get stronger.
Recording stopped.
Yeah.